Numerous works of art by Moretto and Romanino, the two great masters active in Brescia in the 16th century, add to the splendor and prestige of the Church of San Giuseppe over the centuries. For different reasons, all of their paintings have left the church, and some of them are now housed in the city's museums. The Luzzago altarpiece, painted by Bonvicino for the sixth altar of the right aisle, is today a magnificent exhibit in the Diocesan Museum. Giulio Luzzago, very elegant in his black robe, kneeling and with folded hands, is lovingly presented to the Virgin and Child by a splendid Archangel Michael with golden curls, the Prince of Angels, to whom the nobleman was particularly devoted. In front of the gentleman is depicted the Poverello of Assisi, wearing a habit and carrying a cross in memory of the tradition, according to which St. Francis obtained the stigmata during a fast in glory of St. Michael. The museum also houses the Avogadro altarpiece, painted by Romanino for the unfortunate 10th chapel of the right aisle, which in 1954 was replaced by the side door opening onto Via Gasparo da Salò. The painting, which has become part of the civic collections, was commissioned by the famous jurist Matteo Avogadro, who, in his will drawn up in 1531, had left clear provisions for the decoration of the chapel to be entrusted to Excellentem Pictorem. After Avogadro's death in 1547, his sons asked Romanino to execute the painting and honored their father's memory by placing a funerary monument with his image in the oval above the chapel arch. Today, his face is no longer recognizable, and so the ghost of the Brescian nobleman, instead of admiring his splendid chapel from above, has sadly been relegated to guarding the entrances. Romanino also executed the Nativity, which is now in the Pinacoteca Tosio Martinengo, with an astonishing silver mantle covering Mary's shoulders and enveloping the child. Next to them, Saint Joseph shows his son to two men wearing a cassock, an allusion to the Franciscans who officiated at the church destined to house the painting on the fourth altar of the right aisle. The Pinacoteca is also home to Moretto's Pentecost, which originally graced the ninth chapel of the right aisle of the Church of San Giuseppe. Although the decontextualization of the above works of art comes with a touch of nostalgia, we still enjoy the privilege of admiring them. Missing from the list is another work by Moretto, painted for the chapel of his patron bishop Mattia Ugoni. The painting, lost by the end of the 18th century, adorned the altar at the top of the right nave. It depicted Saint Matthias, eponymous of the prelate, and Saint John the Baptist, pointing to the Blessed Virgin in the air, with child in her arms. In 1700, Averoldo praised the canvas, asserting that the child could not be softer, nor better drawn, nor could the Virgin indicate her affections with greater propriety. Moretto was also involved in the fresco decoration of the arch above the chapel, where he painted an intense Christ falling under the weight of the cross. Although the work was transferred to canvas in 1904 and is today in the Diocesan Museum, the observer who turns his gaze over the former Ugoni chapel will still be reminded of this pathos-laden subject.